so what is USDX? Okay, USDX is a measure of a dollar strength against other major currencies. Okay, now there could be naira index if we are a big economy and we decide to create a dollar index, a naira index. Okay, we can actually measure naira against South African rand, okay, and other currencies. Okay, it could be a basket of 10 currencies, it could be a basket of 15 currencies. It depends on what metrics that you want to use to determine what will be in that basket. Index is a basket. Okay, for those of you who are index is a basket. When you say index, like indices, indices, then the plural. Okay, so you put something together in a basket. So look at this now. Where is this? Look at the key takeaway from this long epistle about, if you're admin at your leisure time, you can go right there and read more about it if you want. You can see. So it is either USDX or DXY. Either one is okay. So that is a takeout. Let me say the symbol. So the US dollars index is used to measure the value of dollar against a basket of 6 foreign currencies. Now, who are the currencies? Okay, we have euro, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, CAD dollar, British pounds, and Swedish krona. Honestly, I don't even know how Swedish krona made it to this point, because if you look at the economy of Swedish, the Swedish economy is not really as big as you would imagine. So maybe. So the index was established shortly after the Bretton Woods Agreement, dissolved in 1973 with a base of 100. If you are familiar with this, around this time was the time that US dollar became, you know, it became backed by nothing. Like it got depegged from gold standard, all right, around this period. So it was based on 10. The values since then are relative to this base. Note this, because I'm driving out, I'm driving at a point, like there is a place I'm driving out right now. So everything I said now will still later count against you and support of you, in the previous, in the subsequent analysis. So just take note, okay? But anything I say now will make sense to you later on. Just be patient, all right? So the value of the index is a fair indication of the dollar's value in the global market. Okay, the value of the index is a fair indication. Okay, fair. Take note of that. Fair indication, not as if it is 100% indication. Okay, let me remind my students from Trade to Earn support group also. I'd like to see many of them right here. Yeah, this class was actually set scheduled because of them, but I decided to make it general so everybody can benefit from whatever I have to share with you guys tonight. So let me send them a reminder in the group. Just a few moments, please. Okay, just a few moments. All right, I think they will get notified about it in the group. So now, so I think last week someone was asking, engineer, but dollar is not losing strength at the moment. What is happening to other markets? Because he was expecting 100%, 1:1 correlation between, okay, let me say even not even correlation, okay, because they are inversely correlated. Okay, he was expecting 100% inverse correlation between the dollar index and also the forex market, especially gold and that, and so especially gold and silver. So now, key things again, let me repeat that. It is a basket of 6 currencies, okay, comprised of euro, Swiss franc, yen, CAD, GBP, GBP rather, okay, that is the British pounds and Swedish krona, okay. So and it is pegged, like it is always hovering around $100, 100 value, not dollar, please, 100 value. So meaning that it could be 120, 115, 105, it could be like 95, maybe 85, maybe 75, which is rare. Okay. So when you draw a wave in a sinusoidal manner, you have the trough, you have the crest, for those of you that I have background in physics or maybe engineering or something like that. Okay. So it hovers around that point. Okay, but in physics now, for instance, now it will be hovering around 0 point, the origin, isn't it? So the origin for this guy is 100. Does it make any sense to you? Okay, the origin for this guy, which is DXY or USDX, okay, is 100. All right. So, and it is a fair indication. Okay, fair indication, not excellent. But as fair as it is, you cannot ignore it. You can say, well, that guy is fair, he's doing fairly well. Well, you cannot ignore the fact that he's doing well. Okay. When you say the guy is doing excellently well, oh no, that guy is that guy is Odogu, get it. So that's it. Now, if you go back to this is the charts of the dollar index right there. So if you switch your chart to maybe like daily, you will not really get the actual picture of what I'm trying to paint tonight. Okay, if you switch to daily, you will not get the actual picture of exactly what I'm trying to paint tonight. Okay, for this analysis. Now, if you go to 100, where is 100? Let me mark out that point right there on the chart. Let me see. Let me use this. 100 is that. I want 100 gerege. Is it possible? Uh, Let me try. Maybe this is okay. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't get 100 precisely, but let me see. Let me try one more time and see if I could mark the 100 point exactly. If I could not do that, then I'll just mark the approximate level. 100. Let me see if I could move close to it. I think well, this is just the approximate value. Okay. And this is where normal. Okay, this is where it should be. It should be around this point. Normal. Okay, that's normally right. So now, if you are always focusing on one day, you will not get the big picture will not be clear to you. Okay, on one day, the big picture will not be clear to you. And this is what some of my guys saw. Okay, this is what some of my guys saw, and they were excited about it. Something like this. Okay, this exhaustion right there. But I'm not going to go into technical tonight. Okay, just to give you to show some patterns. Okay, that will make much sense to you. So if you switch to weekly, it's beginning to even make more sense. All right. Yeah, switch to weekly. You can see at certain points, it will actually hover around this point for a while, for like few days, boom, it will leave it. Okay, it's either it crashes below this value or it pumps above this value. Okay, so if you remember, I told you earlier on that the dollar index, okay, is inversely correlated with some assets in the crypto markets, okay, and also inversely correlated with some assets in the forex market. Not everything, okay. So when you say something is inversely correlation, it means that if you are on Lagos Ibadan Expressway now, okay, maybe when Bitcoin is going to Ibadan, DXY is going to Lagos. Okay, they are not always going in the same direction. That is inverse correlated. Okay, if you're in east southeast, if you're in east west road, for instance, now, okay, when one is going to the east, the other guy is going to the west. All right, so they are not always correlated. That is what you mean by inversely correlation. Does it make any sense to you now? Now, if you now look at this, guys. Okay, look at this. All right, the dollar is actually gaining strength based on what you've learned so far. Like, okay, when it goes above this, it means it's strength. All right, all of these. Where's Let me show you something real quick. Let me use this. All of this shows that there is strength. Strength. Anything below shows a weakness. So you can use that also. Okay, let me copy this. Yeah. So then it comes like this. So what's this? Okay, I'm rushing because I don't want to I don't want to waste anybody's time. Okay, so I love to respect other people's time as much as possible because I appreciate it when people respect my time. So, and that's it. Okay, this is a strength. This is weakness. Okay, let me just okay, so that it will make much sense to you. Okay, this is an indication of weakness. Okay, weakness. Okay, weakness should be green actually. Let me make it bigger. Yeah. Then this is, so this is a strength rather. Yeah, this is a strength. Sorry, strength should be green. The weakness should be red naturally. Let's make it red. Okay, let me make it red. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, let me make this one also to be green. Maybe something like this. Yeah, exactly. So this is a strength. This is weakness. So when dollar is getting weak in its value, you see something like this. Okay, and when dollar is actually getting strength, is gaining more strength. Okay, it's always like this. All right. So now what you could see is that on a weekly time frame, there is an exhaustion on that point. You see that? If you remember, I've already marked out that exhaustion, okay, that's bullish exhaustion, previously when I was on 1 day time frame, isn't it? Now I'm back to a higher time frame, okay, and there is still that exhaustion on it. Does it make any sense to you now? Okay, like are you connecting the dot now? Okay, so if you now look at this now, okay, you see a weakness below this. Did you see it? Thank you. Now if you take this also, sorry, let me copy this. When I copy, I won't copy. Why everything can move now? Don't worry. Yeah. What did you see? Weakness, isn't it? All right. That is a weakness. So let me move to this point. Let me click on this also. That's a weakness. Okay. Now we had a weakness here. We had another weakness here. Okay. So anything above this point is a strength. This is a strength. These are weaknesses, right? It shows that there is a lot of problem. Okay. Pressure to lórí American whatever, American dollar. You see it at this point. Now it is gaining strength. And ever since this guy has been gaining strength, what has been happening to crypto? Okay. Crypto had a massive fall last year. Okay, massive fall last year. The moment, okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, if you look at this, let me use vertical for this. Vertical will make sense. And I will change this to black. Let me make it thick and don't make it black. Look at that. Okay, this time actually correlates with the beginning of the market crash, like huge market crash in crypto. When we had lunar crash, Guinea crash in crypto, you know, as this guy was actually pumping, okay, up to its all-time high around 112.5. Then we had FTX, all of this. So there was a lot of distress in crypto world, and ever since that period, it's been crashing and crashing and crashing. Okay, market has been crashing, lost so many value, 60% value and all that, and even more. Okay, now if you look at this, okay, at this point, pay attention to this. This is the dollar index, right? How does the dollar index now correlate? What is the rapport that exists between dollar index, okay, and the US inflation data? Okay, now come and check this. Okay, so when you go to platform like Forex Factory, for instance, now then you go to the CPI data, okay, and CPI, it's like one of the biggest data points. There are several when they are trying to calculate inflation in the US and in many parts of the world. There are several data points that they collect from, okay, and they use their own formula to determine whatever the inflation outcome is, okay, or whatever the inflation would be, all right, for the previous month or the previous year. So, but why CPI matters is because it is one of the biggest data points in that calculation, all right. So if you look at the last data that was released, we have a CPI of 3.7, okay, slightly above the forecast, okay, and same as previous, okay. There is no inflation, there is no deflation. We are still hovering about the same points, right? So what does it mean? What does CPI mean? It's called Consumer Price Index. It is indexed also because it contains a basket of several data points. Okay, they have a look at several household materials, food, wheat, gas, different things. in trying to calculate this. Okay, when you hear index means a basket or something. Okay, I think someone has asked me that question before on WhatsApp, like, oh, what is the meaning of index? That is the exact meaning of an index. Now, change the price of goods and services purchased by consumers, of course, CPI, consumer price index. So actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Someone will be like, what will you say is good for currency? Okay, don't worry. If I have time, I'm going to break that down also. So release monthly about 16 days after the month ends. So November 14th, okay, 2022 will be the next data that will be released. So even before they release that data, you have an idea of the day right now. That is the essence of using this platform. So this is among the few non-seasonally adjusted numbers of reported, okay, numbers reported on the calendar. Now, why you should care as traders or as an investor? Consumer prices account for majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation, okay, because rising price lead to the central bank to raise interest rates. They use the data to make a policy, to make an economic policy, okay, out of respect for their inflation containment mandates. That is the mandate that is being given to them, constitutionally in that country. Okay. So the average price of various goods and services are sampled and then compared to the previous sampling. That is how they arrive at that consumer price index data. Yeah, and you see, it is quite simple, right? Now, if you look at this historically, okay, you see a pattern, okay, and I love to, in trading or investing, you must be able to spot patterns, okay, and patterns is, it gives you a lot of idea of what could come up next. All right. So if you look at this pattern now, right now, you see something. Okay. From February 2022, okay, the inflation has been slowing down, going down and down and down, right? Okay. So now, okay, sorry, the CPI rather, okay, has been going down. Can you see right there? Okay. So if you look at May 2022, right, they come back to these charts. Okay, it was around this time that it broke out of 100, which means that it's gaining more strength. All right, it's gaining more strength, isn't it? So if you go back to this, it became high 8.3. That's crazy. Okay, 8.3% CPI data was released during that period. Okay, look at that 9.1, 8.5. It was really high during those periods, isn't it? It was really high during those periods, and now this guy is getting low. As it's getting low right now, it is not good for, you know, it is not good for the dollar index. Okay, it's not good for the dollar index. All right. So if this is not good for the dollar index, what's going to happen? Okay, this guy, you can see it's getting exhausted already. Did you see it? Okay, so it will go down. Okay, it will go down. And if you go back to this also, like we are trying to compare data points and make some sense out of it. All right. So if you click on graph, to load the historical data, like if you load the graph, it gives you access to more, it's give you access to more, a better graphical representation, right? So if you look at 2020, okay, 2022, you see it, okay, it had a high CPI during those years, okay. Now look at 2020, we had a CPI of about 2.5, 2.2, 2.5 in 2020, okay. Then if you go 2017, 2018, what do you see? Around that same point. Okay, around that same point, isn't it? Now, let me now help you to make sense out of this even more. All right. If you've been following this analysis, you notice that you need a low CPI. Okay, a low CPI. A low CPI is really, really bad for the dollar index. Okay, it makes it too weak. Okay, a higher CPI, it just balloon it, boom, it goes up, right? It goes up. So when you have a low CPI, it is bad for these charts. This guy called DXY to go down, okay, and gradually, okay, we are experiencing that decline, Can you see it? That decline. If you have to plot this graph now, you can see it will be going down. Okay, you have to plot the DXY, the data for CPI against months on a monthly basis. It will be going down, sloping. Can you see it? So that's exactly what you're going to be expecting. All right. So once we have this guy, which is getting close to 0.5, guys, forget about it. We're in the bull season. You want to say more? You can see 2017 had a very crazy bull run. 2017 leading to 2018 before we had a crash. Okay. 2020 we had another bull run leading to a crash in 2021. Did you see it? Okay. So it means that when you have a decline in this guy, okay, a decline in this guy, it also leads to a decline in this guy. Okay. Of course, this is an exhaustion. Okay. What you'll be expecting is that this guy will slow down very soon to start crashing. When it starts crashing and it crosses, okay, probably maybe the next, let me say next 12 months, maybe 8 months from now, maybe, okay, maybe 10 months from now, okay, it's will actually go down and cross below this line. This is the line, okay, it will cross below this line and start going down. Then we are right there in another bull season. How? Why? Okay, this is the evidence, these are the proof. Okay, so if you look at this in 2020, okay, you had weakness. Okay, if you use an arrow to check that out, what will you see? Okay, did you see it? It was going down, right? Also, in 2017, also, what did you see? Another weakness, isn't it? You see, it was going down, right? And anytime you see a bullish momentum, or let me say a bearish reversal right here, there is a problem. That is when you start looking for exits in the markets. Run, no, run. They want to use your money as liquidity. Okay, you have to run. Okay, so we look. This is a pattern, that actually led us to a bull season. This other one that led us to a bull season. Okay, and trust me, guys, it's gonna happen again. Okay, it's gonna happen again. Okay, then you have something like this. Yeah, it's not gonna be straightforward, obviously. Okay, it's not gonna be straightforward. Okay, something like this, then like this. Okay, something like this will happen. All right, like this. Okay, that could be maybe around 2025, maybe. Okay, but it will happen. Okay, it will happen. All right. So when something like this happens, at this cross, at this point, at 98.6, we're in the bull season. Okay, this exhaustion we are seeing right here, it is becoming an indication like you should buy. You should start buying right now. Okay, you should start buying right now. When you now see an obvious decline, just go ahead and start buying. Start buying Bitcoin. Okay, this is an exhaustion. So sometimes when you see me say, "Oh, I just bought some more Bitcoin. I'm buying now," you guys will be wondering, is engineer crazy? Why is this guy buying now? Like, okay, so it's because I must have spent so much time, energy, and effort into trying to make sense out of what is happening in the market. I was like, I think it's time to buy. Okay. So even the bull season that people are actually craving, people we are looking at, may not actually happen in 2024. It will not happen. Okay. You have to pay because the financial market money moves from point A to point B. Because not as maybe they pack all the money and take it to Jupiter. No. Money flows from one market to the other. And if you understand the reason why money flows from stock market to metals, if you understand why money flows from metals to bond, okay, so you will have an idea of how to navigate the markets. Okay, it is current. All of it is currency now. Currency is money. It has to flow from part of high resistance to part of least resistance. That's how it works. Okay, if there is resistance somewhere, it will not. It will flow. It will move to the other parts. Okay, that is normal thing. Even you personally in life, if you see wahala, you go run. That is how money is. When money see wahala in a particular market, it will run. It go run comot. Okay. So now when you see a decline, anything below 100 mark, that is the benchmark. Okay, it shows a decline in dollar strength. And Bitcoin. Oh, this is a rough chart. Sorry about this. I wanted to have a clean chart. Anyways, let me switch this to weekly. Okay, I've actually disvalued this chart a long time ago. Okay, it's no longer a virgin chart. Sorry about that. I forgot. So basically, and if you look at this, okay, 2020, what do you see? Boom. A kind of upward movement. You see it? Okay. When this guy was actually crying, when he was in a bad state, excuse me, it translated to an uptrend on the Bitcoin, on Bitcoin, right? Isn't it? Okay. Boom, we entered the bull market. Okay, the bull market, right? What happened to it? If you measure from here to this point, okay, it means that if you had invested like 10,000 Bitcoin, you'd have made like extra profit on that. Okay, probably like about about 400, about 4,000 profit right there. This is all right. So that is one. Then if you also go back to history and you check this out, okay, same thing when this guy was crying at this point, sorry, at this point, okay, when he was having some challenges, serious wahala, this guy was what? He was smiling, right? And if you look it up from here, okay, it did over 750% x. Okay, return on investment. Okay, that is 7.5x. Okay, you put in like 10K, that's on 5K. Okay, in few days, less than 1 year. You just say that less than 1 year. And the time this guy started pumping again, he started smiling right again. What happened to this guy? It started dropping again. Okay, so in the next bull market, me and my people, okay, by the time we see that there is a decline and we're now in bull market, every week we are going to be looking out for a possible trend reversal. Once we see it like this, we sell. Yeah, omo, I don't go. I don't japa. Yeah, that's it. You leave the market. Okay. During this era, because I don't have much knowledge of the market, I fell victim of this guy. I got burned seriously. Okay, from being a millionaire during that time, I became wrecked again. They wrecked me, honestly. But now I don't get sense. Okay, I didn't fall for this. I don't get sense. And now again, I have more sense. Okay, if you don't have sense before, have sense now. If you have sense already, have more sense. That's how it works. Okay, because nobody cares about in the market. It is you and you, and it is you and you alone. So, excuse me, guys. So that is it. Now you can see decline, 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 decline right here. Can you see it right here? Okay. So by the time this happens, honestly, we are up. Okay. Now, can you now see the correlation between the US consumer price index and inflation? Okay, the US dollar, okay, against other baskets, okay, other currencies, then also in the crypto market because money will flow, guys. Money will flow from here, okay. Money will flow even from Europe. Yeah, even from Europe also. Okay, money will flow from Europe and Asia. Okay, it will flow from here. It will flow to this place. Okay, yeah, it will flow to that market too. Maybe metals, I'm not sure. Maybe metals and some other assets, real estate and all that. But part of it will flow to this guy. And now this is okay. We spent 20 minutes. Should I continue? Let me. If you like to give me extra 5 minutes, let me know. Maybe extra 5 or 10 minutes, let me know so I can continue. Okay. Should I continue? Our time is up already. Okay. Our time is up already. Should I continue? So if you want me to continue, let me know. Let me know so that I can actually throw more light. There is something I want to talk about tonight, but time is not permitting us. There is something I want to talk about tonight. Should I continue? Like you want me to take more time? I can't hear. Hey! I'm in trouble. So you guys cannot hear me. Chai, you guys cannot hear me. So I've been saying, God, 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 God. You can't hear me? Okay, 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 okay. All right, okay. So let me just take a few moments of your time, okay, and even hit more. Okay, okay, all right. Thank you very much for that. Okay, thank you very much for that. I can see your charts. I can see your chart. I can see your charts. Okay, I can see your charts. Thanks for that. So you guys are giving me extra 5 or 10 minutes now, because if you give me extra 1 hour, we are still here. We go dey here tonight. You no go sleep. I beg, I get work to do tomorrow. So now let me now go back to this. Okay, thanks for that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. So I want say 1 more hour. Yeah, you guys go tired now. You don't think. So now, that's by the way. Now let me now show you something real quick. Um, let me Google something for you. BlackRock Asset Watch. Okay, what did you say? $9.4 trillion, right? Okay. Also we have Fidelity. Okay, okay. We have Fidelity right now. Okay. Fidelity Asset Worth is around. Let me check. Last time I checked, it was around. Yeah. Can you say 3.2 trillion? Okay. I think it is even more now. It's around 4.6 right now. I think. Okay. Around 4.6. So now if you had 7.9.4 plus 4.6, that will give you like what? 15 trillion, right? Okay, 15 trillion. Now, this guy called Bitcoin, okay, sorry, this is, I wish I could use another chart for this, but unfortunately I've used this for analysis quite a whole lot. Okay, a whole lot. So what I'm saying in a sense is that these guys, they have control of Bitcoin. They have a control of Bitcoin, what? Bitcoin futures ETF, honestly. But the Bitcoin futures ETF, it will not actually allow them to explore the market as they would. Okay, so if you know, Bitcoin futures ETF is not new. It's been existing for a while now, isn't it? But where the cocoa is the Bitcoin spot ETF. Even though I warned you guys against ETF, I'm not going to, even though if I'm in US or in Canada or any country, I'm not going to participate in ETF because I know much about it, so much about it. Okay, I've talked about this, some of our discussion in the group maybe some months ago, right? But that's not the main thing. The main thing is that the ETF will actually drive the market. Okay, it's going to drive the market because it will create hype, it will create the FOMO, and it will bring in some money to the market. Okay, now what we need, okay, to 5x from here, okay, to 5x from here is an extra 2.5 trillion. Okay, once 2.5 trillion flows to Bitcoin, that's it. Now, you can see 2.5 trillion is small compared to about 15 trillion that this guy and this guy control. These are just the two top, you know, ETF filers. Let me call it filers because they want to participate in that market also. Okay, these guys, they are waiting to strike. Okay, so now if you are here and you are listening to me, okay, this is not financial advice. So that somebody now go to social media and say, okay, engineer said this, okay, but this is what me and my people will do. Okay, we're going to start making a position right now because, and I keep saying this, I don't know, maybe I've seen the vision, but my mind tells me that after this bull markets, before Bitcoin will experience another 3x this life again, you go sweat. Okay, you go sweat because moving from 500 billion to 2.5 trillion is not going to be hard for Bitcoin based on the available data. All right. But moving from 2.5, 2.6 to 5 trillion is going to be hard for Bitcoin. Okay. And from 2.5 to 5 trillion is how much? 2x. Okay. It goes sweat. For Bitcoin to actually do another 5x, it has to move, okay, from 2.5 to 15 trillion. That is why you need to take advantage of this now. Okay. the growth will be slow. Let me now ask you a question now. Some of my guys who are here tonight, let me check the names. Some of you are into gold, okay? And me personally, I've been monitoring gold prices. I was 100, no, 2011. I bought my first really gold, like gold you can see. Okay, I bought when I was in 2011. Okay, that was I didn't even know I'd be having much interest in financial market like this in my life because I was in, I was engineering faculty. I was like, just let me just invest some extra saves I have in school. Okay, so when they give me pocket money, I always have excess that I could not even spend when I was in school. So I was like, this extra, let me invest this extra in something else. So if a friend was traveling to South Africa then, together with his uncle, and I gave him the money, guy, when you get to South Africa, buy good for me. Okay, and he bought it. So ever because I have some gold with me, every now and then I will start monitoring the prices, that enthusiasm now to see if it's rising in value. Okay, to see if it is actually rising in value. All right. So now, ever since that time, gold was around maybe like 900, 1,000 during that period. How much is gold value today? 1,000, uh, 1,000 naira, 1,000 and naira something, isn't it? It means that it means that it has not been able to grow. Okay, do you think gold can do 2x in 5 years? It's not possible now because of the growth. Okay, because of the growth. So Bitcoin will actually get to that point in time where it will take Bitcoin 5, 6, 7, 8 years to even do 2x. Okay, so before it gets to that level, guys, use this and make sure you know what you are doing. Okay, use and know exactly what you are doing. Right. So, thanks for the 5 minutes you've given to me. All right. I've spent out of okay. You gave me 10 minutes. I spent 7 minutes out of it. You have 3 minutes now. If you have any question, let me know right there in the chat. So I can. Okay. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to ask 2 or 3 questions tonight, depending on our time. So, if you have any question with respect to this tonight, let me know. Okay. Let me know, and I will respond to your question as fast as possible. Okay, any question so far? Any question? Okay, if you have any question, let me know right there. Okay, so if there's no question, then you can say, okay, good night and have a fantastic night rest. So for some that will miss this class, based on what this, who is this guy on WhatsApp that made a special request? Let me check his name again. Okay, Levi G. I think it was Levi G that made that request. So I will honor that request that you made, and I'll make sure they have access to the recorded version of this. So, guys, that is for tonight. Thanks for being a part of this conversation, and I hope you've gotten more insights and more clarity into the market. Okay, and I hope that you're going to take action based on what you've learned tonight. Okay, and you are going to remember today for something good. Like, oh, I attended this class, I heard this and I heard that, and I've made to get something from that, and I took advantage of that information, and I've gotten some value from it. All right, and I've got some value from it. So, guys, that's for tonight. Have a great day, and I wish you a blessed week. Okay, so tomorrow there's going to be a very awesome newsletter tomorrow. I'll be sending it to you all tomorrow. Okay, so make sure you open that and read it. Okay, the purpose of sending you those letter every week is not for you to just read and pass. It's for you to actually take action. Really, that's it. Okay, take action. Okay, that inspires so many people. Okay, and I want you to inspire you also and actually count for something good in your life. So all of you, let me mention you by names. Okay, the shouting, thanks for coming. B, Isaac Olamide, Franklin. I know Franklin will be here. I know for sure. Okay, and Don Bosco, Ola Adesoye, Oloruntoba David. Okay, Achiever. Okay, Achiever is back. So Victor Daniel, Trade House, Miracle, thanks for coming, Mr. Coin, AB Stitches, okay, Hussein Ahmed Suarez, Christian Kassim, Victor Kimazi, Mayaki, okay, Uton Blessing, Lexi, Don Bosco, and Mr. Yoba Mohammed Soliu. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. Okay, so probably next weekend again, we're going to meet again for another insightful and hot discussions like this. So bye for now and enjoy the rest of the night. Bye, guys. Love you guys.